So it says I'm live, it says I'm live, it says I'm live, it says I'm live, it says I'm live. Uh, I'm gonna get into this whole Trippie Red 6ix9ine beef and how it's being covered via social media, how it's being covered by um, just the guys who's covering celebrity news. In particular, I'm talking about this dude named DJ Akademiks. Yo, I don't got as many followers as him. Ain't nobody even on this live right now while I'm talking still. And if it was him that went live, the shit would be crazy lit right now, right? But I'm not him. I can go anywhere I want though and feel like a man. I don't gotta worry about nobody putting their hands on me or nobody talking to me greasy and all that, because I ain't never been that kind of dude that had to worry about them kind of things in the first place. So what I'm trying to say is I'm real and he's not. Like, this is just what it is. Yo, I seen XX. I don't want to be disrespectful towards young brother. Uh, XX, triple X, Dion X. Uh, I seen his response to his name being brought up in Akademiks and Trippie Red's conversation and Akademiks and 6ix9ine conversation and 6ix9ine and Trippie Red conversation, and I seen it. He didn't really say anything. He had really anything to say. But when he did have something to say, he basically said, "Yeah, them two dudes is special guys, and they're beefing really over stuff that they can actually fix themselves. You gotta you gotta respect that. You gotta respect that. You gotta appreciate the fact that this kid grew and he changed enough to say, yo, I was wrong and I'm trying to grow as a person. He didn't shy away from anything that he did bad. He didn't say he was lying and call nobody a liar. He said he was upset that his name was brought up because I mean, who the fuck hasn't done some shit in their life? And I'm not saying anything that he's done is right or wrong. I'm not condoning anything he's done. I'm just clearly stating what the man was trying to get across. Basically what he was trying to say was he's trying to get to this money and he don't want any problems. So you got this dude named DJ Akademiks goes on his show and then give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, DJ Akademiks goes on his show and then he goes on his show and then he basically says like, come on, where's the beat? Like that's basically what I get from this whole conversation is like come on XX, like we want to hear you come off and talk about this and talk about the negative shit and the type of shit that the man is not even trying to give any light to. He's not trying to give it no light. He's not trying to give it no life. I know y'all like it. He's wilding. He's taking mad long. I'm gonna take y'all with me real quick. We're gonna go look at the shot. I'm gonna take y'all with me. We're gonna look at the shot while I get some. So yeah, it's clear that the young man was basically trying to not get involved in the beef. He was trying to be positive about it. He was basically saying like, those are two people that got the opportunity to do great things with their power, and I would rather see them do that than bicker. And all you seen this dude Akademiks talk about is why he's not talking about the beef. He answered it. He answered it when he said he wasn't trying to give it no light. But it's not positive enough for him to even talk about that. He's not trying to give it no energy. But yet and still you would rather see these brothers sitting here arguing and beefing because it gives you views. I hope that these dudes are paying attention to this. I know 6ix9ine know you really not his friend. I know that he know that because he be saying it all the time when he be clowning you live for everybody else to see. So I know he already know what time it is, and I know he probably just using you because it helps him in his situation. But me, and that I'm trying to change my life, and I think that that's the best way for you to go. Because if you're not trying to be a better person, he said something. He said it doesn't matter how much you have as an artist, money wise, and how much records you sell. You know, he said if you're not trying to be a better person, then what can you really say about yourself? So that means he had some growing that he did. He had some searching that he did, you know, and you can't be nothing but proud of somebody who's seeing, you know, that they've been wrong in their life and they want to change and they want to grow. The dudes like academics is the poison, man, because they don't really care about you. They care about the 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 bullshit, the frustration, you know, the arguing. They care about that. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about how you feed your family, how you make it home. They don't care about that. And it does seem like, oh, when 6ix9ine was talking to Trippie that, oh no, when academics was talking to Trippie that he was trying to dead it like, yo, can y'all dead it? Like, can y'all dead it? Like, can y'all dead it? Like, yo, you know, talking to you is not gonna help anyone want to dead it because who the fuck is gonna take what this guy's saying for face value anyway in the first place? You feel me? He's not. He's not. And if he really was trying to dead it, he wouldn't be on fucking line and all that shit talking about it. He really, really would be just working behind the scenes, just trying to make it happen. That's all I'm saying. He wouldn't be on their feed, jumping in their live like why after they get into a live and they're in a conversation on live, now you see academics want to jump in live with Trippie Red. Why? Why you think so? What you think he did it for? Why? He could have just dropped the show about it, kept it moving, and they ain't have nothing else to say about it. But instead, him about the beat. First, if we reporting this shit, you got these young niggas on fucking camera talking about what? Niggas are fucking wildin', man. Like, who got what? Who dropped what? Who had the blicky? Who had the stick? Who had the strap? Who dropped what? Who the big homie is? And you just putting all this shit online and regurgitating it, man. So these dudes can find themselves in trouble. He's a straight vulture. We don't got no cups in here, bro? Yeah, academics is a straight vulture, man. That's what he is, man. He's not, I don't, is this fucking guy even a DJ? Is he even a DJ? Like, can somebody answer that? Like, is he even a fucking DJ? He's not even a fucking DJ. He's somebody who grew up loving hip hop. You know, it's what he wanted to do when he was a kid. He was never cool enough. He was probably some fat ass little nigga. You know what I'm saying? At home with mommy and daddy, nice house and everything. He never been around none of this street shit. All of this shit glorified. You know, they get romanticized about it. All this shit, you know, being glorified, they get romanticized about it. They want to live that lifestyle. They want to fuck these little no good thought ass bitches that we left with in the hood for some strange reason. I don't understand why these niggas want to run to these bitches anyway, but that's what it's hitting for. That's what they're going for. That's what they want. So they trying to gain I guess what they call the clout. So they can get these little no good stank pussy bitches in the hood and run around here and act like they got something. And DJ Akademiks is one of the niggas who fell in love with that culture, thinking that culture was popping. So now he eating off of it. He living vicariously through all these little niggas that he get to talk to and the beef and shit. Look how he instigates Chicago, man. Notice that. Notice his fucking vibe, yo. Like real shit. Like notice his vibe, man. Like real shit. Notice his vibe. Like real shit. Like check his shit shows. Mad at him shit's from Chicago. Mad at them shows he take from Chicago. Mad dry snitching on mad niggas out there putting in work, doing what they doing, all this other shit. This mad hot boy shit. And the nigga dead ass was instigating mad shit, talking about who's a hitter, who's a killer, he don't know. He was infatuated with it. You could tell, because he ain't never been about that shit a day in his life. He infatuated with it. He talking about us. All he was talking about was shit that niggas is getting killed in Chirac. Who's getting killed in Chirac? He ain't never been around that type of shit before. So he going find it. But he don't understand the niggas involved in this shit don't even want to be in this shit. Like, niggas involved in this shit don't want to be in this shit. Niggas don't want to be out here. Niggas don't want to be dealing drugs. Niggas don't want niggas talking about them dealing drugs. Niggas don't want to have to go outside and have to worry about having a strap on them and all this shit. But this is shit niggas got to deal with when they in the street. And you got to suck the niggas like him that glorify the shit. And they keep putting it out there like that shit was popping. This was popping. Now he got a large-ass platform of a bunch of people who see him talking about, you know, all the shit that's going on in the hood and, you know, everything that's happening in the hood, and I'm gonna keep it all the way tall with you. That shit is not helping the hood. So you got the police watching his shit. They got the police watching their shit. And there's a whole lot of police shit happening right now, man. I'm shaking my head at everything I'm seeing, man. Dead ass, man. Akademiks is not, it's not a troll. He's not like a, he's like a leech. Like, he's like a leech. You got commentators who comment and they're not involved. They're not, yo, name the last time you seen a vlogger or a blogger involved in the middle of a hip hop beef. Like, got friends with and all that. I'ma wait. Now, you know who you're gonna say? You're gonna say Tech Stone, and you're gonna say Troy Ave. Now, look at Tech Stone's situation. It's no shot at the homie. Like, it's not cool that he's not my homie. I'm just saying it because he black. He from Brooklyn. I ain't do nothing to me. And I mean, Banger was my nigga. You feel me? And I don't know if he shot Banger. I don't know nothing about none of that shit. So I'm just gonna say what it is, and this is just out of respect for people who are innocent until they proven guilty. And even if they proven guilty, I still don't know I wasn't there. The law be lying like a motherfucker. But look how the situation ended though. See, Tax Stone could have been in a very different situation where he could have been cool with people, but not so cool to the point where people felt like they could approach him like that. You know? Like, to have to carry the firearm on you, man, and you a video vlogger is kind of crazy. You feel me? When you start carrying guns on you, you're going to have to use it eventually. It's the inevitable. Nothing's going to come from you carrying a gun on you besides you having to use the gun. Period. Hopefully somebody see Akademiks for what the fuck he is, though. Because that nigga's a straight vulture. I don't mind, you know, little soft niggas not from the hood, you know, loving how, you know, niggas out here spicing it up and shit. And, you know, that's cool. I understand that. But, you nigga X came out and was like, yo, I'm just on some positive shit. Like, I ain't really trying to deal with nothing negative. And this nigga came out like, why you ain't talking about the beef? So this nigga give a fuck about. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Ain't X on probation or some shit or got some court issues or whatever the case may be? Wouldn't it be smart for him to come out and be like, yo, I ain't really even trying to talk about nothing negative, or I'm just trying to be positive? Like, wouldn't that be the smart thing to do anyway in the first place? Like, isn't that something that you would want him to say in the first place? If you want the beef dead, why not even go his route? Why not commend him for what he's saying and say, yo, I hope they could take a play from his playbook right now and just go positive with it? Because they had over 100,000. Had over 190,000 people on their Instagram Live. Those two together. 190,000 people on Instagram Live. You know what kind of tickets those is for a show? Imagine getting those three artists in the same building to do a show. You know how big that would be? Wow. Yo, if you really want them dead, man, if you really want them to dead, the beef. If you really don't want them beefing, I'm not going on your live to talk to you about the beef and, yo, can it really, because he already said on 6ix9ine shit that he want to shoot the fade. Yo, if you from the hood, sometimes that's the only way you feel vindicated is by shooting that fade one. You feel me? Period. Like that's the only way you feel vindicated. And if he feel like he want to shoot 6ix9ine the fade, then 6ix9ine's a man. You feel me? He can either say no or say yes. Will it make him a man? Yes, yes and no. Anyone honest? I mean, that's on him and how he, feels about the situation, how he feels about walking away from it, whatever. He may feel like at this point in time, why do it? He may feel like he tested my gangster, and he want to test my gangster, like he said prior to. I wish somebody would test my gangster. So in this case, if that's how he feel and he's still feeling that way, then here it is. And if not, then he can come out and clearly say like, yo, I'm not even jacking that right now. I got my daughter I'm trying to worry about. I'm getting a different kind of money. I was a different kind of dude when I first started this shit, and right now I'm trying to see shit different because that's what X is seeing. That's what X is seeing. X is seeing that being that negative dude that he was isn't helping him. It's not helping him at all. It's not helping him gain what he wants. And when you wanna live forever in this music business, you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble, man. You can't out jack shit and running and shit and all that other shit. So you can't expect yourself to just go ahead and then be shitting on them too. You gotta find yourself to be humble. That's the only way you're gonna last in this business is if you're humble in this business. You feel me? I'm not saying that they gotta be humble, but I'm saying if you want to last in this business, you gotta be humble. And I think that XXTion, if you're saying your name wrong, homie, you gotta pardon me, man. Feel me? But you gotta really respect where he's coming from. I did 6 years in the feds, real shit. No rap boy shit, no none of that. I walk through anywhere I want if I'm walking, jury in, out. I've always been about getting bread. I always been getting to the check. You feel me? And the one thing I learned getting to that bag is you gotta be humble sometimes, man. Yo, I've been in places around people that I know ain't never see more bread than me, but I had to let them talk to me like they knew everything, and I had to listen because the only thing I'm concerned with is the win. That's it. I'm concerned with the win. That's all. And I think that that's what he's getting right now. I think that XXTion is concerned with the win. He understands that bickering back and forth with these dudes and all that is not getting him no win. He also understands that continuously having his name brought up in a negative light isn't helping him either, especially when there's a past that he's trying to get away from. And frankly, all that shit together is just a bunch of dry snitching. You feel me? That's all that shit is. I'm telling on you what you did. You telling me what I did. They had over 190,000 people watching their Instagram live, and about maybe 500 of them people watching with fucking law enforcement that was saving everything. Everything that was said. Everything these niggas said. You feel me? Everything they said. None of that shit is cool. Niggas being mentioned, names being mentioned, all that shit, none of that shit is cool. You feel me? None of that shit's cool, man. And I don't give a fuck if anybody don't like what I'm saying. If a nigga don't like what I'm saying, then he not real. You feel what I'm saying? You can't be a real nigga and tell me that you fucking are cool with your homies putting your name out there and saying what you had on you or anything like that. It shouldn't have been done that way. If Akademiks really gave a fucking Akademiks know better, because I've heard him talk about this a few times about what niggas say. Akademiks could have been, you know what I'm saying, hit niggas up and told niggas, yo, y'all need to stop talking online and I just need to talk. Like that's all. That's it. Like y'all need to talk FaceTime each other then. Feel me? Like that's it. But y'all don't need to be talking on live because there's too much shit being said on live right now. And that's not what niggas need to be doing right now. So let's not put nothing on live. I don't know if this thing is even fucking recording. It says I'm still live. Akademiks know better, man. He know the fucking law enforcement watching, man. He's like turning to like the Black Vlad. Like real shit. Like he's like turning like you say something on there, man, you gonna fuck around, you gonna go to jail. You feel what I'm saying? This nigga start covering you, man. You gotta watch yourself getting covered by Akademiks, man, because you might fuck around and become hot on these fucking people radar, and then you get a fucking investigation because you on Akademiks fucking show. You gotta fucking watch yourself. Word, man, real fucking vulture. And the only thing I give him credit for is the nigga's consistent with this shit, man. Yo, the nigga consistent with this shit, man. How the fuck you gonna sit there and then say, why you ain't talk about the beef? Nigga, he talked about the beef. He mentioned it. He mentioned it and said he didn't want his fucking name mentioned. He don't know why it was brought up in the first place. Why is brought up in the first place? He don't know why. Why? You know why? Because Academics was asking Trippie Red what happened between him and XX, and then Trippie answered the question. So that was something that um, Academics wanted to know. That's why Academics asked the question. Nobody was asking Academics to ask any fucking questions. Academics could have just got up there and just been like, yo, all right, yeah, I ain't trying to dead the shit. All right, cool. You want to leave it alone. Like, fuck all that extra shit. Like, you feel me? Like, fuck all that extra shit. I seen he was trying to get some questions off or whatever, but to be honest with you, they seem to be more, they seem to be more questions that we already heard 6ix9ine and Trippie Red already answer amongst themselves. You feel me? And if you really want to know what I think about they live and what was said, leave some likes on this, leave some comments, and I'll make sure that I'll come back in here and I'll tell you what side I believe in, on whose side I took in the situation. And it don't matter if I'm from New York or not. I'm only gonna go with what I feel is real, and I'm going to keep it a buck and tell you how I feel about it. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give you a little bit on how I feel about it. If Trippie Red brought 6ix9ine, I had them fly 6ix9ine out to LA to do records. He gave him the gumbo beat, and he put him in a position for him to be signed. Then in fact, Trippie Red deserves credit for it because Trippie Red broke the artist. He broke him. That's what it's called. It's called breaking the artist, and that's what I do. Like, I'm an artist, yeah. I'm not the most known artist. I'm popular in my town. I'm popular in Brooklyn. You know, I'm a local celebrity there. You know, I'm not known like these individuals, but I break artists, other artists. If I hear you and your record is hot, why wouldn't I want to be the person that gets you to the radio? Because I'm going to get a finder's fee for bringing you to the radio station if I get you signed. I'm going to get a finder's fee for that. You know, that's what we work for. I don't think Trippie was trying to get a finder's fee for 6ix9ine. I just think that he felt like putting him on. You know what I'm saying? Like on some, yo, I'm not a hater. You know what I mean? Like I'm not a hater. I can fuck with it. You know what I mean? If they like it, they can fuck with it. Then yeah, I'm a co-sign it, and that's what it's hitting for. And I think that's what it's hitting for. I don't think it's anything else. I think that initially when Trippie did it, I don't think Trippie had any malice. I think that he actually just wanted to help him. And if that's where it all started from, and from that innocent place, then I'm gonna tell you something right now. They should be homies still. I have a great friend of mine. Me and him was locked up in the feds together, and I love him like as if my mom had gave birth to him. We're not around each other all the time. I don't talk to him every day. You know, he used to come see me and shit like that. And you know, because of weird energy that he don't like, I don't get to see him every day. And it's not my weird energy; it's other people. You know what I mean? That he just basically don't want their energy around him. But we had a falling out some years back, and you know, I had people in the industry ask me like, uh, you know, what's up with so and so, and I'd be like, oh, well, I don't really deal with so and so no more. So then, you know, they would ask questions like, so what you saying? Like I shouldn't fuck with him? And the first thing that would come out of my mouth is, fuck with him. Are you crazy? I'm not telling you not to do music with somebody because I'm not cool with them. You know what I mean? Especially when we started off cool. Because if I could tell you don't do no music with him, then I'm basically hating on him. You feel me? And I ain't really want him to win from the beginning. So if I love you and we beefing, we have eye to eye. We not really beefing like at war, but we just have like a dispute. You know what I mean? Then I don't want to see you fail. I don't want to set out to see you take off, and you know what I mean, and then you fail. I don't want to see you fail. Whether I have a venture interest in you or not, I don't want to see you fail if you're my homie. And I don't think that that's something that should be Red wanted from him. I think that it started from a real, legitimate, organic place. And I think that those two individuals together can have a whole lot of good things happening for them if Trippie Red and 6ix9ine fuck around and decide to stay together. You know what I mean? Like, on some, let's not beef shit, let's just figure it out. Yo, DJ Akademiks is a vulture. I don't even think this nigga is really a fucking, I never heard him DJ a record in my life. Ever. And as soon as XX responded and gave that, yo, I'm on some positive shit and I'm not really trying to deal with it if it's not positive, the first thing Akademiks came out was, why you not talking about the beef? Why you not talking about the problems you had? Why you not talking about if you FaceTimed them and was screaming Treyway, 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 Treyway? Who gives a fuck if he did or he didn't? At this point, who cares? We all know that there's a dispute between these three individuals, and XX is taking the fucking ladder. He decided to say, yo, I'm good. I'm not trying to deal with no beef. We're just really not trying to deal with no beef. And you really gotta respect where you're coming from for that. Yo, the real is coming back in style. You feel me? And this is the real. The real is niggas are not on social media talking about how they dislike each other, showing pistols and talking about killing one another because that's just not smart. You feel me? That's just not something that that a smart person would do. You know, and it's not something that someone who's really out here getting to this bag is gonna do in the first place because if you get into the bag, you got a lot of people you're responsible for, and you need to be out here for them. So I don't see it. You know, the real is coming back. The real is coming back. A whole 190,000 people are tuned in. They're tuned in to these young guards, and them talking about a beef. Now imagine if they got online and they was just chilling. They was talking about, yo, we gonna make another record again. That'd have been 190,000 people right then and there ready to buy it. Tuned in already, tuned into the preview, ready to go cop that. We need these two to get together and start beefing. We need fucking 6ix9ine and fucking Casanova to stop beefing. Even though, to be honest with you, I don't know if anyone blew shots at Casanova or not. But I know if anyone blows shots at me, it's gonna be kind of hard for us to get that beef. So if that is in fact what happened, then I don't see that beef that dying whatsoever. And if that did happen, I can only see that beef ending in one way. So somebody's gonna get hurt. We need to put an end to this shit. This shit is getting ridiculous. Too many people killing one another, and you gotta watch out for these DJ academics that's just adding fuel to the fire and really just fucking the game up in terms of letting these young artists grow. You know, because he don't do the fuckery with the older artists who hip to his shit. You feel me? Like you didn't see him going in and talking about no other artist issues, like past issues that that we talking about. You don't really hear him talk too much or keep going in on this shit unless it's really salacious. There got to be some shit where, you know, somebody is getting hurt, or there's some type of um, beef that he knows, like as far as Takashi, like these kids is fucking larger than life right now, man. And being in the middle of it and being in the middle of it, it constantly allows other social media outlets to put his name in the middle of it too. Like I just had to just now. I had to though, not because I wanted to talk about his live or anything he's saying. I had to because of his response to XX Tiona. Or how I don't know how to pronounce his name correctly. I'm gonna learn how to say it right though. To give that man his proper respect. But because I respect XX for what he did, it takes a lot to do that, and you don't always gotta be the toughest guy in the room to be the smartest guy in the room. So with that said, you gotta respect it. Um, Akademiks though, that nigga is like, he's definitely not 6ix9ine's friend. You feel me? He can say he is. He can say he's cool with him. He can say anything he want to say. But if he really was his friend, if he really was his friend, he would tell him to stay off the internet. And he definitely wouldn't do any videos about him. He would definitely not keep that in the limelight. He would definitely keep those things in the wraps because the more videos you do of him, the more people are looking at him, the more the law's looking at him, the more it's not looking good for him. So I just wouldn't. If it was me, if I was his friend, I wouldn't. Because it's not helping 6ix9ine in the coverage that he's getting. Now we're gonna jump on boxing. We're gonna talk about Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Will there be a fight? They're saying that hopefully it will be by this year, but honestly, I don't know, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. And I think that right now, from what it's looking like definitely Joshua don't want to smoke with Wilder. Triple G is looking to fight Canelo in September. Why? Because we knew it was going to happen in the first place. We knew it was going to happen in the first place, so I don't know why no one's surprised it was going to happen. it was gonna happen. Um, I like the Charlo in his next fight. His brother already already beat up his opponent. It wasn't as easy. It wasn't an easy fight, but his brother did win. But if he can get him out of there, that would be impressive. Uh, words on Errol Spence fight coming up soon. You know, I'm wishing him the best. I'm excited for him, and everybody's saying that Errol Spence is the man right now, welterweight. We need to see this Terrence Crawford fight happen. It was supposed to happen, I believe. It was postponed from April. So we're going to see that fight happening soon. I can't wait to see that. But I just really had to go in for 31 minutes on DJ Akademiks and how I don't appreciate how he responded to XX. Uh, yeah, this is a real one. I'm tuned in, man. I'm about to tune out. I gotta get my mind right. And I'm gonna holler at y'all later. One.